Let's create some color palettes. Picking color palettes can be really tricky. There are sites out there that can generate them for you, like Adobe Color. You can also find tons of Pinterest boards, Instagram accounts, and even books dedicated to color palettes. But what is even more inspiring are the amazing artists out there who are creating imagery with such wonderful color combinations. And I was looking at other artists to find inspiration for the color combinations for Huely 2023. That doesn't mean I outright copied their colors. In order to create color combinations I wanted to work with, I tweaked the colors a bit and even built color palettes around just a few of the colors. The biggest issue when picking colors is ensuring there's enough contrast between them. This is something I try to be really wary of, but I've still messed up previous years. In order to get a better idea of how the colors would work together, I created a thumbnail where I tried out the different colors. Though I also created a desaturation layer that pretty much transforms the colors to grayscale, which gives a much better indication of contrast issues. However, it's important to make sure that all the colors are touching to get a clear view if there are any issues or not. If the grey tones of two colors are too similar, I'll tweak them and make sure they'll be more distinct. When putting together color palettes for Huely, I often end up with more palettes than I need. Narrowing them down to 10 can be really tricky. And you'd think that an easy way to solve the problem is just to remove similar color palettes. And yes, that is an option. However, at times I might have an overall theme I'd like to work with throughout the challenge, in which case having similar colorways is actually something I want. Though other times it might be better to try to combine two color palettes, as that could create better contrasts and even create a more surprising combination that can inspire me in other ways. That said, when I discard a color palette, I might still use it or some of its color in images painted outside of the challenge. So did I have any specific topics for Huely 2023? I did, but I hadn't worked it out while I was picking the colors. It more or less evolved as I was progressing with the challenge, which sometimes happens. But here they are, the 10 color palettes for my Huely 2023 art challenge. Which of these color palettes do you like the most? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. More process videos are up on my YouTube channel, and you can find more of my work on my website and on social media.